In good Aussie style, we say see you later, Tahiti. We say see you later to Papeete as we sail out with over 70 other yachts in the Tahiti to Moorea rendezvous. Our destination will be the Bay de Cook over on the island of Moorea. This short passage started off grey and bleak. It wasn't long before the sun came out and the wind picked up, and Anakam was right in her happy place once again. It wasn't long and we found ourselves running in first place. This wasn't our plan, as we had no idea where the pass was in the reef. So we put the handbrake on and waited for a handful of boats to show us the way. Once we were safely anchored inside the bay, we were absolutely blown away by this rugged scenery that surrounded us. The traditional welcome that we received by Tahiti Tourism and this dance troupe was also something else.
Uh-oh, they're looking for victims.
Now it's the ladies' turn. Now for something that was definitely a lot harder than it looked. Outrigger racing.
You didn't get that wet. You look wet, right?
After a series of elimination races, the final gets underway. And the same can be said with any sport. Winners are the grinners. And all the accolades go to Adam Wade from the Buddha Point Marina in Fiji and his team. Annie lines up for her very first tattoo, even though it was a spray-on. The finished job had to be powdered and kept dry to make it last a while. We say see you later to the beautiful Bay de Cook. See you later to this magnificent island of Moorea. Our next stop will be Bora Bora. We were absolutely blown away by the sheer beauty, the rugged volcanic peaks, the rich rainforest, the strong earthy smells, and the fantastic people on this island of Moorea. This was another very short passage, only 205 nautical miles from Papeete in Tahiti to Bora Bora. So we left in the middle of the day to get there in the middle of the day, when the sun is nice and high, so we can see where we're going to make a safe passage through the pass through the outer reef. This is our entire track as we cross from one side of French Polynesia to the other, terminating at Bora Bora. We found ourselves running dead downwind, which just produces constant rock and roll.
You have to say that now.
Land ho! This would be Bora Bora. We made it safely through the pass into the beautiful lagoon here on Bora Bora. We found a very sheltered location, tucked in out of the trade wind, behind the island of Tupua. We jump in our dinghy, the Kenna, and take a ride around to the main island to check out the town. We passed the friendly guys on the garbage barge. We found a really cute little spot to blow the froth off, have a bite to eat, and catch up on a bit of internet. Our next stop would be the world famous Bloody Mary's restaurant and bar. It's quite a good stroll along this exceptionally long jetty that takes you from the deep water in the lagoon over the fringing coral reef to where Bloody Mary's restaurant is. These honour boards out at the entrance to the restaurant are a list of who's who in the zoo, the rich and famous who have been here before. Look as hard as we could, we did not see our own names up there. This was another great spot to blow the froth off, as we loved the Polynesian built ding with the natural sand floors and the traditional cut furniture out of local timbers. The resident Persian cat has it all worked out. Annie with a bag containing our 2 Bora Bora Bloody Marys t-shirts. It was time to jump in the canna and scoot back around to where Anacam is awaiting our return. We have always said every time we come in with the dinghy, it is a controlled crash. This location would rate right up there with the best of the anchorages we've ever had Anacam in. The water in here is oh so clear, warm and inviting. The little island of Tupua offered great shelter from the prevailing trade winds. It was a great place to be. Swim time in this beautiful warm water. All this coral and all of these tropical fish were about 25 metres from where we were anchored on Anacam. If you look very closely, you will see a remora, or a sucker fish, that was living under our hull. While at Bora Bora, we just didn't stay anchored in the one spot for the whole 2 weeks that we were there. We did a little bit of sightseeing from Anacam. We went past these cruise ships. The difference between the cruise ships and us on Anacam is that they are on an agenda. They come in for a couple of days at the most and they're off again. We get to leave when we want to leave. At the end of each little tour we did, we would gravitate back to the same location. Beautiful clean sandy bottom and a great place to drop the anchor. We stuck with the same system almost from the get-go, where Annie would go up and drop the anchor to set it, and I would lift the anchor to depart. On most days here, you could swear that you are anchored in the middle of a swimming pool. I'm just making sure that Anacam has a clean hull ready for the next passage. put Anna camp on a mooring in front of the Bora Bora Yacht Club to make it easier for us to get ashore, to go to customs and immigration, to complete our clearance papers so we could leave Bora Bora and head to our next destination. The setting of the sun just happens to be the direction we will be heading in the next day or so. In at the Bora Bora Yacht Club, we found they had good Wi-Fi. Also, it was a really good place to have a cool drink and a meal. If you desired, you could sit in the water at these tables and chairs. But Annie had it all worked out, where the best spot in the house was. This would be our last time on land here at Bora Bora. I just had to stick the GoPro underwater at the dock in front of the Bora Bora Yacht Club to capture all of these tropical fish swimming around this little bit of structure. We say see you later to the yacht club. See you later to this beautiful part of the world. Please excuse the water on the lens, but that happens when you stick the camera underwater. We have some farewell drinks up in the cockpit as we prepare to leave first thing in the morning. In true Aussie style, we say see you later to this beautiful part of the world. See you later to French Polynesia. We would love to come back here one day. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned as we take you to Rarotonga in the Cook Islands. This is definitely a first for us. Please hit the like and subscribe button.